Hi guys, it's me Jace and I'm back with another tutorial for a super friend of mine, and her name is Jazz's Looms, and this is called the Millicent bracelet. Okay, it's a really nice bracelet and I like it. It's very fiddly. I just have to warn you in advance, but it's so pretty. I love the end result, as you can see. Okay, this is called Millicent, created by Jazz's Looms, and I actually created a very special rendition. For the very first time, I tried what you call a bag charm. Oh, see that? Okay, when you say bag charm, it's not as long as a bracelet, and you have this ring on top, which is which you can use like a keychain. So if you look at it, basically that's how it looks. It's zoomed in, so there. Then you place it on your bag and you've got everything on it. Maybe one day I can show you how to make this, but this is that idea of Adele Griffiths, so I think she would have a tutorial soon. Okay, so that's my Millicent bag charm, which I love so much. Okay, that's a crucifix and of course my letter J for me. Then this one. Then for the middle, I used the large hole beads so that I can put two center bands inside. I'm sure that Jazz's Looms is wondering, how in the world did you do that? It was hard. Okay, anyway, so this is the Millicent bracelet. Okay, and I will teach you how to make it right now. So the first thing that we will be using is, I'll be using three colors. I'll be using these for the outside colors, which are the black. Then I'll be using the yellow for the green. And then I'll be using the pink for the silver. Okay, so let's get started. And the first thing that you need to do is to do a 10-band configuration. So you start with the cap band. Okay, and then you put your first color. Same as the first color. You pick up one of those cap bands and close. And then you will add 3 on this side. 3 bands. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3. So the first one, unloop the 2 bands and reclaim the very first one. And then close. Get your second one, unloop the first 2 bands, reclaim the first one, and then close. Then get the last one, so that's 3. Unloop the first 2, reclaim this very first one, and then close. Okay, then you repeat it on the other side. So that's 3 bands again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 2 sets of 3. So you remove this first band, reclaim the cap band, and put it back. And then now you will unloop those 2 on a single band and reclaim this very first one and close. Next, you get the second one, unloop the first 2, reclaim this very first one, and then close. And get the last one. And loop the 2 again, reclaim this very first one, and close. There, 10 bands. The second band that you will add will be the center, the first of the center bands, which will be there, followed by 2 side bands, which will be gold for me, like that, and then 1 last center band before you go back to the center. Okay, so I look like I have a clown there. Anyway, so you get your first center bands, and the first center will go under these 6. So you get the first pink, remove the first 2 with the pink, and then unloop the 6. 2, 4, and 6. Okay, and then you will pick up the 6 again, and then you close. That's how it looks. Okay, now here's where it gets a bit fiddly, because this will tend to slide. So please always remember, the pink is the third from outside. 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, so you keep that order. Now you break this into half. Okay, 3, 3. You will now get the first of this gold. Okay, remove the first 2 with the gold, and you will unloop these 4 bands. So the 4 bands will go on the gold. As I was saying before someone called, we will remove the first 2 with the gold, and you will unloop the 4 bands, okay, the other half. So these 4 you unloop, and then you will reclaim the first 2, okay. So that's the pink, the first pink, and the first blue. So you unloop these 4, okay. See what happens. This one tends to go over the pink, so please keep that order. So you have 4 bands, and you will reclaim the first 2, which is the blue and the pink. There, reclaim that, and then you will close, okay. That's how it's supposed to look. And then you do the same thing to the other side. Okay, so you now have these 4 bands. So you get your next gold, remove the first 2, and unloop those 4 bands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reclaim the first 2 again, so the blue and the pink, just like that, and then you close. So that is how it's supposed to look. Tends to be fiddly, doesn't it? Okay, now from here you will get the other pink band, so your second center band, and then you will loop it under these 6. So you will now remove the first 3 with your pink, and unloop the middle 6 bands. So that's 1, 2, and remember the pink should always be the first band here. 3, 4, followed by the blue. This one switched, so this is supposed to be the next band. Blue, and then the pink. So that's 6 bands. You will now reclaim the middle 2, which are the gold, and then you close. Ta-da! Okay, so this pink center band should always be right there. Okay, that's how it's supposed to look. That's actually the complete sequence already, but before you start with your blue bands again, these 2 pink bands, the 2 center bands, you will move out here. Okay, so what do I mean? You get this pink, put it over the gold, and then pull the gold in. So you switch them like that. Okay, then you do the same to the other side, like that. There you go. And now we are ready to start from the beginning. Okay, so the first step is you get your 3 bands. So you get your first one, and you unloop these 5. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then you will reclaim the 4th and the 1st. So this 4th one and this 1st one. So you reclaim the 4th and the 1st, and then you close. Then you get the second, the blue. You're going to do this 3 times, and loop the 3 bands, just the 3, and then reclaim the first one and close. And lastly, you unloop the first 2, reclaim this very first one, and close. It's that simple. Go to the other side. You again have the 5 bands here. So you get your first one, and loop these 5 bands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reclaim number 1 and number 4. So it's number 4 and number 1, and then close. Okay, then get the second one, and loop the 3, reclaim this very first one, then close, and lastly unloop the first 2, reclaim this first one and close. Ta-da! There. You start getting the center band again, which is the pink. So you remove the first two with the pink. Okay. And loop the 6 bands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then reclaim all of them again. And then you close. I'm just fixing it. Okay. And then now you got your gold. Remove the first two with the gold. And then loop the next 4 bands. 1, 2, 3, 4. And reclaim the first 2. 1, 2. And then close. And then you repeat it on the other side. Remove the first 2 with your gold. Okay, remove the first 2 with the gold. And unloop the next 4 bands. And reclaim the first 2, blue and pink. And then close. See? Then now you get the second center band, which is the pink again. And you loop it under those 6. So you remove the first 3 with your pink. Then you unloop all 6. And reclaim the center 2 bands. And then you close. Ta-da! Okay. See? Then you move the pink out again here. Switch. Same with the other side. There. And you're ready to start again. So let's get the first of the blue again. Unloop all 5. And reclaim number 4 and number 1. Number 4 and number 1. Close. Get your second blue. Unloop the 3. Reclaim the first one and close. And the last one. Unloop the 2. Reclaim the first one and close. Then you go to the other side. Blum 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 blum. Get the first of the blue. Unloop the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Reclaim number 4 and number 1 and close. Get the second band. Unloop the 3 bands. Reclaim the first one and close. And last but not the least, unloop the 2. Reclaim the first one and close. Ta-da-ding! See? It's pretty. Very pretty. Okay. I'm sure that you have received, well not received, but gotten how to make it. So the last thing that you need to do is, if you want to close this, just get another single band and unloop all of these. Okay. And then you will pick up the third, and what's this again? 4, 5, 6, 8, and the 8th. The 3 and 8. Okay, so you pick up 8 and number 3, and then you close. And you can C-clip that. Okay, and it's super easy, just a bit fiddly. Millicent bracelet. Okay, here are the completed ones. They're easy. It just looks difficult in the beginning, but it's really easy. You guys are gonna be able to make it so quickly. Okay, Millicent bracelet. Here's my bag charm version, which I love so much. There's just so many things hanging. But these are your Millicent bracelets and bag charm if you want to make one. Created by the wonderful Jazz's Looms. And when you make the bracelet, please don't forget to hashtag Jace Alvarez Millicent Bracelet and Jazz's Looms. I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye!